I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns.
So as someone who's been working professionally as an entertainer for the past decade plus now, and as someone who, you know, it's not really easy for me to talk about, but for someone who has been used as a puppet, I mean, there's literally documentation of me on the internet being used as a fucking puppet. Like, it's not anything that I'm proud of, but because of that, I really relate to everything Malcolm X was talking about in that clip. And I pretty much agree with about 90% of what he said, but there is 5% that I don't fully agree with, and it's because of a book that I read recently, and I want to talk about it. Y'all know me. We love black books over here. This is a black-ass book club, Pan-African book club. I read black literature. I love black literature. But because of that, there's this perception of me that I only read black literature, that I couldn't possibly be, you know, more worldly or more interested in things outside of just my culture, and that's not true. So, yeah, there's a book that I just read from another genre that I was like, whoa, that kind of contradicts a little bit of what Malcolm was saying. So, outside of reading just black books, I also read nigger books, and yeah, they're fucking fantastic. I've been reading nigger books for, I want to say, about 5 years now. And it's crazy because I've been doing, you know, social media, and I've been on Bookstagram and stuff, and on Book Talk, and I rarely ever see people talking about nigger books. And I'm like, why? Honestly, they're some of my favorites, some of the most well-written, the prose, just beautiful stuff. So the first nigger book that I have here is Nigger by Dick Gregory. And baby, this little nigga right here, very quick and easy read. You see that's about 200 pages right there. I just finished this book like 3 or 4 days ago. Autobiography, very, very, very beautiful. One of the things I love most about this book was how vulnerable and charismatic and witty and satirical and intellectual it was. But the reason why it made me think about the Malcolm clip is because he talks a lot about how he was literally organizing alongside SNCC. He was working in tandem with Medgar Evers and was very devastated when he died because they were close friends. He talks about how maybe 2-3 days after his newborn son was born, the son passed, and then he had to immediately go back down south to go protest. And we're not talking like how people protest today where it's a social media thing, you on TikTok with the photos and shit. We talking motherfuckers was getting lynched before and after the protest. We talking people were at the protest getting hosed to death. The friend of his, Medgar Evers, he got shot in the back of his neck a few days after they was protesting. So this wasn't we finna go to the protest. So for me, when it came to Malcolm's clip, I'm like, I could never sit here and pretend like he is the puppet of the type of puppet comedians we see today, nigga. Definitely not. Was he a political pundit and a political leader the way Malcolm X and Martin Luther King were? No. But was he not a leader within his own field of comedy? 1,000%. When we looking at the times today, when you got motherfuckers like Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle moving around, y'all wish y'all had a Dick Gregory. Y'all wish y'all had a Dick Gregory. I'm gonna say that much. The second nigger book that I have is this book here, Die Nigger Die, by H. Rap Brown, also known as Jamil Al-Amin. He was a political prisoner. He organized in SNCC. He also was in the Black Panther Party for a while. He unfortunately passed away recently. But yeah, this book is giving you kind of the opposite, where Dick Gregory you can really see those capitalist leanings coming forward. Here, this nigga straight up socialist. He's straight up telling you, like, baby, y'all are focusing on race exclusively. It's not gonna get you nowhere. You need to focus on imperialism. You need to focus on capitalism. And unfortunately for us, this nigga's analysis was 100% right, because we still sitting here looking fried and cooked. So yeah, shout out to all my niggers out there.